today I'm going to be making and starting a summer dress. I'm really excited for this because I've actually never made a crochet dress before, which is ironic because I've made everything like sweaters and crop tops and long sleeve, short sleeve, mini skirts, maxi skirts, but I haven't found a pattern where I was like, oh my god, I have to make it in terms of crochet dresses for some reason. But I finally found one. It's by Loopy Studio, and she usually doesn't release much pattern. She has a lot of cool stuff on her Instagram, but for this one she actually released a YouTube tutorial, so I knew I had to do it. So I'll be linking that in the description below, but I am using this yarn. I got this from Lanka Skeins. She hand dyes all her own yarns in small batches and basically just sells them through Instagram. And so I bought them, and they're really well priced for, you know, being hand dyed nice yarn. And let me show you guys. This is the color. I thought it was super pretty. It's like the main base is blue, but there's bits of like green and maybe a little bit like orange yellow kind of gradients in it. But I saw that she posted a swatch and I was like, okay. And I knew that I wanted to use this yarn to make the dress. So let's get started. Okay, so I finally finished the first section or first part of this dress, which is this 3-corner granny square, and now it's big enough to cover my chest, so like this. And then basically like these corners is where like the straps are gonna fall, so you can see the straps will fall right around here, and I think that's totally fine. And then it's big enough to cover my chest. Yes, so I'm just following along with the tutorial, and then now I'm ready to move on to part 2 or section 2. So let's see how that goes. So I just watched the tutorial, so I'm just coming back and telling you guys. It'll be working on just this bottom part and expanding this part longer, so continuing with like the granny square and granny script with continuing increasing the granny square just at the bottom. Okay, so today is Friday, and actually over the weekend I am going on a little Montauk trip / getaway with my mom, because she wanted to go and my boyfriend's also out of town. So the weather is very gloomy this weekend. It's actually gonna be like raining all weekend apparently, so I'm gonna bring my crochet, and I plan to have lots of crochet time, just I guess in the hotel or chillin', or on the way in the car, you know, whatever. So this is how far I've gotten so far, like this. Looking like this. I think I will do a few more rows because it has to go down to my hips, so definitely a little bit more to go there. And yeah. Hi guys, so I'm finally back to crocheting a bit, feeling a little bit better. And so as you saw, I connected it, made the chain, and then basically reconnected the yarn to, reconnected the yarn to the bottom over here, you can see, and then you just kind of work your way around and then continue to do the granny square clusters of 3, and then you can see I worked across the chain here, and then just going back around again, so we're just working in like this bottom part portion over here that's going to essentially cover your butt. So I will continue to do more of that and then come back once I have made some progress. I just wanted to show you guys a little quick progress check. Okay, here's how it's looking so far. You can kind of see it coming together now. You can see how the bottom is getting flattened out and rounded out. And then I'm working the back right here. So obviously I still have a lot more rows to go. Okay, it's gonna be like this. Let me just put it on actually. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. Here is the back. I have to keep going and working the rows until like the back kind of basically comes down to here. But then there's also gonna be like a skirt bottom third portion to make it even longer. So anyways, yes, also I'm leaving for Sicily next week, so I really want to finish this, or hopefully I can finish this dress before then. I haven't had that much time to work on stuff these days, crocheting as much free time, so it's been taking longer to finish this dress than it normally would. Okay, but anyway, once I finish with this section, I'll be back. Okay, so I finally finished section 2 of this dress. So here is how it's looking, like this. Alright, so the straps will be like here. And then here is, okay, so here is the back portion. As you can see, like, it doesn't cover all the way down to my butt, but that's because there's gonna be a third section that we're doing over here. And depending on, like, I guess how short you want to make it. The original creator, she made it pretty short and I thought it looked really cute and I really liked it. So I'm gonna try to keep it like a similar length to her. I also don't really have much of a butt, so it's like probably not gonna be as weird, or I feel like I don't need as much coverage maybe, and I feel like I'll wear shorts or swimsuit underneath or something like that, or like style it over jeans is kind of what I imagine. So I want to make it on the shorter end. So for this section, I'm like stopping basically before my butt is like fully covered over here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start on the last section now, and also the straps, and then I'll be able to finally finish this dress before I leave for Sicily. Yeah.
On both of them.
Oh, it feels so nice. Oh, it feels insane. Right?
So as moss, I'm trying it.
I like that it's sweet.
That was really good.
No, it's really good. The second one.
That tastes so good.
So this one's not gonna be as. They're both pretty different.
Okay, so I finally finished the dress, and here it is. I basically just did the straps and they're just like basic chains. So they're very thin, but you can kind of do the straps like however you want to do them. I just kept it thin because it's like, I don't know, I just felt like a summer dress, summery, it didn't need to be any thicker. And then when you make this, like what I did was I just kept trying it on and kind of like seeing where I want the strap to go and then like adjusting the length based on that. But I think I ended up doing like between 55 to 60 chains for the strap. And then obviously I finished the third ruffle section. Here it is. I was working on this part over the weekend, just quickly wanted to finish it, and okay. And I'm glad I finished it because at some point I actually had to like frog a lot of rows because I had done like the border part wrong, where there's one part in the video where she basically says to do like double crochets in like every other space, but then like on the text it says to do it in every space, and so I didn't pay attention and was doing it every other, and I was like, wait, this is kind of like weird. So just be careful on that part, but intuitively it actually makes sense to do it in every like chain space. So let me just try it on for you guys. Okay, here is what the dress looks like on. I really like it. I love how flowy and ruffly this bottom part is, and then here's the open back, which is really cute. For the butt part, like obviously this bottom part is like a lot more see-through because you change hook sizes, so I'll probably just wear shorts underneath. But if you don't want to do that, like you can obviously crochet like longer to cover fully your butt before you start this like ruffle bit, and then like kind of have the dress like drape longer in the back. I think that's totally fine too, but you know, I'm really short, so I wanted to keep the dress like very mini size. I think this would be really cute for like a swimsuit cover up as well. And another thing I wanted to mention is I also feel like I could have made this back part a bit tighter maybe. I think it'll depend on your preference. Like if you want to keep it like pretty loose, then it's pretty comfortable, but I also think it would be cute if it was like a bit tighter like this. Obviously I have like a lot that I can kind of grab. It was pretty tight when I first made it, but you know, it's always hard to gauge. Overall, I'm super happy with how this turned out, and I'm definitely going to be wearing it on my Sicily trip. I leave in 2 days, so I'm glad I finished this dress. And for the first dress that I've ever crocheted, which is very surprising because I feel like I've crocheted every other thing, like skirts, tops, sweaters, cardigans, but for my first dress, I am very happy. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye!